Good day everybody, welcome back to the channel. For this video, we will be taking a look at another figure from Wave 2 of the Transformers Earthrise War for Cybertron trilogy. This is the Deluxe class Trailbreaker. So of course, what we do here, we always take a look at the packaging if we have it. And for this one, yes, we do have the packaging. I just got this. Actually, no, that's a lie. I got this for almost a week and a half already. I was busy with work, so wasn't able to do any of the videos. So this is my opportunity. The only opportunity that I got to review this figure. Okay, this is of course a remold, repaint, reuse of the hoist one, which we saw in the first wave. The packaging features a nice artwork at the side of our boy here, Trailbreaker, jumping into action to aid maybe his Autobot brothers. From the picture, from the product window here, you could see it's a nicely sculpted action figure, robot. At the side is the usual Earthrise artwork that is seen, and at the back is product shot of Trailbreaker in his robot mode and of course his out mode. So let's open him up and get him out of the box so that we could take a look at the figure more closely. So here we have him outside of the box, and right off the bat, Trailbreaker is one of the original G1 figures, or in my case, one of the original Transformers that I remember. I'm not sure if my memory is not that great. Like I said in my previous videos, I watch Transformers. I'm not a religious, I do not follow it religiously as some of the other collectors would. I watched a few of it and I enjoyed a few of it. I did not have the original G1 toys. I was recently maybe indoctrinated in collecting Transformers maybe 5-6 years ago by my friend who is way younger than me but was way more into transforming robots than I was. I do remember seeing Trailbreaker in the cartoons, and so from that memory, I'm saying that he is one of the OG G1 robots that I know, and he looks quite cool. One thing that I do remember about Trailbreaker is that he has force fields. So aside from that, I think the Autobots were the X-Men of the Transformers. They kind of have, aside from being transforming robots, they transform into cars and other vehicles. They also have superpowers, and Mr. Trailbreaker here has the power to create force fields. Okay. So, like I said, Trailbreaker here is a redeco, a repaint of a previous release from the Earthrise line, which is Hoist. Hoist is a green truck, a tow truck, while Trailbreaker here is an off-road or 4x4 kind of vehicle. And of course, when everybody saw that they had a hoist, first thing that came into mind, since like I said, Trailbreaker is one of the more visible original G1 members of the Transformers Autobots, everybody knew that there would be a Trailbreaker coming soon. And as expected, the second wave, Trailbreaker. Of course, I got it too late, so there's probably like a dozen, 100 more of these videos out there. So for those who are watching this video, thank you very much. So the, the Trailbreaker one has that distinctly G1 head, that blockish head. I remember because I was drawing Trailbreaker for a bit for an art jam, and I remember most of the references that I was perusing, I was looking at, were they look like this guy. So Hasbro has really been channeling the G1 energy for the Earthrise line, and I know that a lot of creators are loving it. So yeah. The only other Trailbreaker that I have is from Combiner Wars, and that guy looks totally different from this guy. So I'm not gonna fish him out of whatever box he is into right now. But yeah, so I'm guessing this would be the my G1 version of Trailbreaker. So looking at his body, we have that matte black. See, it's not that shiny. It's like a matte black with an awesome uh, paneling, not paneling, detailing of silver. There are hints of silver, and the silver hits on this are just beautiful. Look at that pinstriping on that side. Um, Also, it has some multicolored decals here. This back is removable. You could remove it, and you could use this part as a shield. Hoist did not come with any detachable hatch like this for the back, so that's one thing different. Of course, the head is also different. If you can see, Hoist here have a different head, and Trailbreaker here has his awesome head. The accessories at the back, this thing and the laser thing going on at his back is way different from what we have for Hoist. This is mistransform. Of course, he also has something like that. This one, but his is more. You can see that it's more centered, while Trailbreaker is off to the left side instead of right there smack in the center. For articulation, they share basically the same articulation. Head is on a ball joint, allows for a bit of sideways movement for his head, so you could have him also looking down and looking up. Can of course rotate it fully. For his arm, this is the only thing that I did not like from the Hoist one, which would have me not buy it. They have his alt modes side doors hanging from the back of his hands, so his hand doesn't really go around, except you have to move it around with those side doors. Okay. And he can move his hand sideways, his arm sideways like so. He has a bicep swivel, also an elbow joint there, also an articulation at the wrist. You can rotate those wrists, so that's good. Also, he can rotate his waist freely. For his hips, he could do actually the full splits. Can raise his legs forward like so, also kick backwards. Not that much, because the articulation would hit this part, and that prevents it from kicking back. There is a thigh swivel and double jointed knees which is actually for transformation, but it's there for articulation. And like all Earthrise and Siege figures, it features ankle tiltage like so. So very well articulated figure. Uh, Probably the most articulated Trailbreaker that I have. Of course, I'm comparing it to the what's that one? The Combiner Wars one. So that one has, while it does have ample articulation, it does not feature the same articulation. This is a different beast altogether. So that's his handsome robot mode. Okay, so to transform him to his alt mode, oh, I just found out that there's a bit of glue on his head. Kinda unsightly. Yeah. Anyway, to transform him, okay, you remove all of his accessories from his hand. Flip his weapons towards his back, unclip the hood from his waist. Okay, and now align his side doors like so. Do the other as well, so it's like that. And now flip it, unclip that one as well, that part. So now you can see that he will become a jeep. Move his hands forward. Good. So do the same thing on his other side. Take that as well. You will push that forward. You can put down his hood. It will clip to that. And once it clipped to that, you can raise like so. There. Did you see that there's a slot there for that thing? So now you have him in his weird half Jeep mode. Now to hide his head, make sure there's clearance there. Then you push his head to that cubby hole there so that it's hidden. Now to transform his legs, there is a slot here, and there is this peg. You just bend his leg until it clicks onto that peg. Do the same thing on this side. And now the entire, now have him flip that, and then have the entire body, the entire crotch area fold like so. There are slots in here, but it's easier if you would, there is a slot in here, and there are pegs from that part of his back, so just peg those in, and then okay, now that it's nice and tight, you have him in his alt mode. For his shield, there is this plastic piece which you can actually use like so, like this. Just flip that one, and now you have a 4x4. You can place it. This is a really clean transformation for our Trailbreaker. Aside from the hands, which is clearly can be seen Um, the Earthrise vehicles are great. For lack of a better word, the Earthrise figures and their out modes are awesome. Does really look like an Earth form vehicle. If you're from the Philippines, it looks a lot like a Pajero. If you know what that is, it's a 4x4 by Mitsubishi. I'm not sure what was the original. I'm assuming it's gonna be a Ford type of vehicle. So yeah, I really like this figure. Uh, they released a weapon pack, which had Trailbreaker's radar dish, which you can also place there. Now, if you place that there, I don't know where you're gonna place this. I guess you could finagle it right there if you can find a way to keep it there. You could also do that once you have that radar dish. I ordered that. It comes with the Centurion droid of sort, which is a redeco recolor of the Brunt weaponizer. I haven't received that yet, so once I got that, I will have Trailbreaker's radar dish. So yeah, overall it's a very nice figure. I'm really glad that I have this. Though yeah, that's all I can say about the figure. Thank you for watching. I'm sure you have watched a dozen more, or more, I mean 20 more, 100 more videos about Trailbreaker, and very much well edited and very much well articulated than I can. So I thank you if you're still watching this. Right? And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and hope you can leave a like. If you have comments, suggestions, and questions, please do type them down below. And please do subscribe to the channel, and if you do subscribe, please do click on that notification bell so that you know when I'll be uploading other stuff soon. So thank you guys, and thank you for watching.